David Corcus, God loving him, Chairman, and the citizens of Beersheba for adopting our son and brother Sergeant Max Steinberg. I also want to thank our new friend, Arya Goldmacher, and his family for their willingness to share this incredible dedication celebrating the heroism of our two brave sons. And of course, no dream can come a reality without funding, architects, and builders. We are certainly privileged and fortunate to have the best support for this project. My son Max was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. So how did he end up here? How did he end up in Beersheba, making it his home? Max went on a Tiklit birthright trip in June of 2012 and fell in love with the country and fell in love with the people. He fell in love with them in a very profound way. Before he returned to Los Angeles, he had already decided that he was going to come back, he was going to join the IDF, and he was going to be a Golani 13 combat soldier. Prior to Max's return to Israel, Max was introduced to Beersheba's own Slava Pessin, and his son Michael during their family visit to the United States. Slava's brother, who lives in a neighborhood in Los Angeles, where our hometown is, and his son Fred, who was a great friend of Max. That's where the relationship came into play. And when Fred learned of Max's intentions, he invited him to the Pessin home in Los Angeles to meet the family from Beersheba. Max told the Pessin family he was planning on enlisting, coming to the IDF, joining the IDF, and they opened up their hearts and they opened up their home. During Max's birthright trip, he met and became friends with Matan Halak, another local resident of Beersheba. When Max returned to Israel and moved in with the Pessin family, he learned that the Pessin family lived just blocks away. And like the Pessin family, the Halak family, and the city of Beersheba, you've all embraced and adopted our son Max. While serving the IDF, Max continued to grow as a person. He more than made up of his small stature. He was only 5'3", 135 pounds. But he made up through it to his work ethic, his dedication and personal drive, his drive to be the best person he could be. Max earned high achievements and recognition as the best sharpshooter in his class, or his unit, if you will. But it will be his smile, his inner strength, his love for his fellow soldiers, and his passion for life and the protection of the state of Israel that will become his legacy. Max was stationed with Golani 13 Brigade near the Syrian border when it was decided that ground forces were needed to combat the ongoing missile attacks from Hamas. His unit was repositioned to the south, and they entered Gaza, where our beloved Max lost his life on July 20th, 2014, in combat during Operation Protective Edge, defending his new home, Beersheba, the state of Israel, and the Jewish people. Max's most admired characteristics include his love, acceptance, and respect for all people. Max loved Bob Marley, and he loved his music. So it was no coincidence that in one of our family vacations, one of our best family vacations, it was in Jamaica, the home of Bob Marley. Today, Nadav and Max are memorialized together, forever honored and forever remembered as brothers and heroes of Beersheba. Bob Marley must have been thinking about both of our boys when he wrote, "Live for yourself and you will live in vain. Live for others and you will live again." Max's sacrifice and the way he chose to live his life inspired our family to make sure he did not die in vain. With this in mind, we partnered with Professor Rivka Karmi, president of Ben Gurion University of the Negev, to set up the Max Steinberg Memorial Scholarship Fund. This fund will provide scholarships for students at BGU in Max's name in perpetuity. We are pleased to announce that the first 3 students were recently selected and will receive scholarships for the next year. We are very, very proud of what he accomplished in his shortened life. We will be forever grateful to the Pessin family and the Halleck family for their unconditional love and support. And today we add the great city of Beersheba to our growing list of gratitude for helping assure that brave soldiers like Nadav and Max will never live or die in vain. Thank you.